We are talking about Forex. Could you simplify the Forex dynamics and trends?
Market dynamics are quite a complex series. We have the economic indicators, but so this helps me to refine my edge in the market.
When you get to that trade, like what is that routine that you follow?
It's one thing that I got to learn from my mentors, that you need to have a
So hello guys, my name is Benon Tevi. I'm mentor at Forex Bulls Academy, and here with us today we have one of our alumni. So they're going to tell us about their experience before, during and after their mentorship at Forex Bulls Academy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Benon. My name is Ashava Humphrey. I want to take this opportunity to thank Forex Bulls Academy.
You're welcome.
I got to know about Forex Bulls about some time back, and I've been struggling with Forex for some time, trying to find the edge. I didn't have a trading strategy. So as I was going through the internet, I stumbled on Forex Bulls and said I should give it a try.
If you don't mind me asking, when did you start trading exactly?
I learned about trading in 2023.
2023?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And I started, YouTube videos, opened up an account and kicked off. That was the easiest part.
All right.
And along the way, things started to get serious. Anyway, before joining Forex Bulls, I didn't have any sort of plan. So I would trade, but you have some good trades and you blow the
bad
account.
Ones. Could you tell us about your experience, about the mentorship at Forex Bulls?
The experience was good. The mentors really shared the expertise they have. They were able to identify my weaknesses in trading, and the interaction with them is really quite great. Every time you present your issue, they work upon it. They'll tell you, here you have the problem, here do this and do that. So I was ready to know my flaws, and the interaction with them really improved my edge.
That's good. We are talking about Forex, and could you simplify the Forex dynamics and trends, how you look at the charts, how you break them down to someone who might not know exactly? They know Forex, but then they could not define it.
The market dynamics are quite a complex series. It is an array of series or factors. We have the different geopolitical events. We have the economic indicators. But how I basically understand these dynamics, I go on with my technical analysis, and I use my fundamentals properly. I analyze the market, the market structures, and in correlation with the fundamentals. So this helps me to refine my edge in the market.
What do you do when you wake up in the morning before you trade, and when you get to that trade, like what is that routine that you follow?
Basically, I drafted a plan. It's one thing that I got to learn from my mentors, that you need to have a trading plan. So you don't just get into the market, you from the bed, you even wake up and the market has left you, you drop on the charts and you start trading. No. So basically, I have a plan. I have a time to wake up. I have that time I'm going to analyze the charts, and I have basically what I'm looking for in the market. So I'm not going to just come into the market and start trading. Because the first thing I get to do is to identify what am I exactly trading. What am I exactly doing in the market? So the plan I go about is, whenever I get up in the morning, I'll open my chart. I'll get to know, do I have any events today? Do I have any impact news? So that's one of the things I get to do before I trade.
So that one of the things you look at before you get a setup. What's that experience you go through when you have a setup?
Honestly, trading is psychological. First of all, this goes back to my risk management. Basically, to manage my risk, I make sure I have that trading plan. How much money am I ready to lose in the market.
Okay.
It gives me ample time to calculate the risk that I'm going to take upon a particular trade.
All right.
So that even if I see reds, I'm not having that bothered. Panic. I'm not bothered because I know I'm setting my risk and I go about using my stop loss orders, because you might be in a drawdown, but the market is in your direction.
Sure.
So I'll use the stop loss orders. That safeguards my capital that is in the market. So I don't have to be on pressure, on panic, because I know I'm losing this amount of money in this particular trade.
Okay.
So if I come in with $100 and I'm ready to risk my $50, I'll have a risk plan.
After you acquired all this information at Forex Bulls, how has it been when you are alone, self-drive, and so far, what could you say that, I've reached these levels?
Yeah, it's been challenging. It's been tough, but I've managed to keep on pushing. It's one thing that has made me to stay in the game.
Yeah. Okay, right there. Thank you. You've kept on pushing.
Yeah.
What has kept you pushing?
As I told you, that a plan. When you have a plan, you're set. You know how much you're losing. You know how much you're going to get in the market.
Okay.
It's a business. First and foremost, I have a plan that I go about, and I don't just trade each and every pair.
Okay.
So what keeps me going? I keep journaling these trades. I keep taking note of my mistakes.
Yeah.
I keep journaling my trades. I use Notion.
Okay.
Notion is one of the apps that has helped me to journal these trades. So I know that at the end of the week, I've taken these trades, I've won these trades, and I've lost these trades.
Okay.
And also, one thing that has kept me going is to have a simple layout, a plan that is realistic, a goal that is realistic.
Okay.
Because honestly, you'll come in the market and you'll be like, I want this amount of money. At the end of the day, you'll fail to hit your target and you lose interest.
Okay.
But I have a realistic goal that it is simple. And at the end of the week or the end of the month, I'll journal myself. What have I done? How have I gone about that plan? Have I hit my goals? Have I hit my target? What challenges I have faced? So it helps me to go back and understand why this has not been like this.
Okay. So right there on the challenges you have faced, we as traders, we normally have what we call losing streaks and winning streaks. I could take, let me say 1, 2, 3, 4 trades and I'm just winning. And then the next time I'm taking multiple trades and I'm just losing. So how do you handle the losing streaks? For example, let's say 1 week down, you're just losing. How do you go through that? How do you pick up yourself?
As I had said, that trading is psychological.
You
need to know how to manage your psychology.
Definitely,
one thing I do is I take a break.
Okay.
I have a number of streaks I go about that if I hit stop loss this 3 times, 4 times, I'm taking a break.
Okay.
It can be a week and get to know why have I taken this losing streak.
Okay.
Even if I have a winning streak, is the winning streak right? Have I achieved it in a right way? Because you could have a winning trade, but
on hope.
And another thing is patience.
Okay.
Sometimes you could see a drawdown about how many dollars you're in and your heart starts pumping, panic, and you're like, I'm losing. You jump out. And later on, market turns to your direction. So with that, I manage my risk first of all. So I know if this is gone, it's gone. I'll leave the trade to run. If it hits TP, if it hits stop loss, well and good. I'll come back to know why. So I take that upon myself to first hold. If I have a losing streak, I'll first hold, sit back and get to know why.
Okay, that's very good. We have been talking about risk management here and there. You've been talking about it as well. Now, as traders, we all know that before you take any trade, of course you must have a proper risk management. So what risk management plan do you have, and how has it kept you? How has it saved you? All of us traders have different risk management plans. There are traders, for example myself, in a week I'll trade something like 3 times or 4 times, but those 3 or 4 times I would risk like 40% of my account. You get per trade. That saves me the trading every day, whereby the entire week comes about and I've traded something like 12 times. So that's why I got down to 4 times, maximize what I have. So coming back to you, what is your risk management plan? How do you hold it and how has it kept you?
Well, risk management is a big factor in trading. If you fail to safeguard your capital, you're gone. You're out completely. I used to trade what you call trading blindly. You have no stop loss and you don't know the money you're using to enter the market. You don't know how much a lot size you're entering into the market. So first of all, I have to understand the lot size that you're willing to risk. How much money am I willing to risk per trade? So this helps me to manage my trades psychologically. I'm not affected because I know the stop loss is going to put a limit or a close to my account. So I'm willing to risk a certain percentage of my account because I'm safe and I'm okay with that. We know that losing is part of Forex. But are you ready to take that risk? That's the problem. That's where people fail to understand that you trade without a stop loss. You don't know how much the lot size is holding, so it will end up blowing your account.
You're shocked by the results.
Yes, and you're shocked like, I've done everything. I've done the technicals, I've done the fundamentals, but why am I still hitting stop loss or blowing the account? It's because you're not taking in to manage the risk or to manage how much you want to lose in the market. So psychologically, I know that I'm entering the market with this kind of money and I'm willing to risk this kind of money. So that helps me to be comfortable and to take my trades at peace because I'm ready and I'm willing to do that.
Oh, that's great. Let us know about the currencies you trade. Do you trade all the currencies? Do you trade both currencies and commodities? Because apparently very many people mistake gold to be a currency. Gold is a commodity. So what do you trade mostly? Do you trade commodities? Do you trade Forex currencies?
I trade Forex currencies, but I trade what the market gives me.
In what terms?
If I analyze a pair, let's say GBP JPY, and I don't find any setup, I'll leave it. Because I don't run the markets and do not force the market. So if I get a good setup, a high quality setup on NZD cards or any other pair, Euro USD, GBP JPY, I'll take that trade. That's very good. What would you tell someone out there who is just starting out to trade and they are struggling traders, they are new in the industry? What's that advice you would give to them? I would advise them to be patient and to seek for help. Very many traders don't want to seek for mentorship. It is a process. You can learn by yourself. I tried this and it took me some good time. But with mentorship, your mentor will identify those flaws, the problem they have faced, and they will guide you not to do the same problem. Being patient is a big factor. Even if you're in a trade and you see a slight pullback, be patient. So what I basically advise someone who is out there struggling with trading, seek for help. Identify the flaws, be ready to accept the flaws, and be ready to adjust upon the flaws.
Thank you, Mr. Humphrey, for joining us today. That is his experience before, during, and after with us at Forex Bulls Academy. To the new people out there, it is great to have mentorship, just like what you've heard from Mr. Humphrey. Forex as an industry, it has a lot of information out there, and sieving this information at times is hard, so you need guidance and mentorship, just like what he did. And then we are there to make things easier and simple for you, to break down these concepts so that you can get them or perceive them quick. I remain Benon. I'm at Forex Bulls Academy. You can find us at Bombo Road. Bye bye.